got the good girl lemon water here instead of my sneaky lime water, but don't worry, I'll reinstate that probably later today. I've been up and getting plenty of work done, and I took it upon myself to make a batch of the steel cut oats this morning because I'm going to use it in some recipes for the week. But I think I'm going to have that. I haven't eaten yet, and it's like already approaching the noon hour. But look how good they came out, guys. So easy on the stove here. You can also make those in the crock pot. But anyways, someone was asking me how I make my coffee, so I thought I'd show you. I make essentially espresso on my stovetop in my Bialetti. Turn it into an Americano simply by adding boiling water, and I'll show you. So if you've never used one of these before, they're pretty easy to use. It's basically, this screws off, and it's got like a little sieve in here, and then it's got a bottom. Okay, and then it also has this little funnel shape. So just to make this, you fill this little reservoir with cold water. There's this little steam vent here. Can you see that? You basically fill the water up to just underneath that. I always make Cafe Bustelo. I do really like it. It's not like the best espresso by any means or the highest quality, but it's the best one that I can get at the grocery store, and I actually really like it a lot. And so basically you just pack the little funnel. Alternatively, you just want to make sure you get an espresso grind, an espresso roast. I've never tried it with anything else. Okay, see, and then you just pack it in there, and then this goes in here, and then you just screw on the top. And so this is the step that I typically do at night, and it takes, less than a minute to do. I just recorded myself doing it, and it was like 30 seconds on the timer. Honestly, it's really fast. Okay, so I just do it the night before because my brain doesn't work too well first thing in the morning. And then I just park him there overnight, and all I have to do when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do before I even look at you guys on the camera, I crawl over here and I just turn my stove to like this low setting. And by the time I do my little exercise routine and wash my face and get dressed, it's percolated and I have espresso. And then the next step is to just boil some water, and I pour this in my jumbo cup. So I guess this is about 2 shots of espresso. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's how I do it. As far as coffees though that I like to get out in public, I find that honestly the very best Americano that I've had, consistently the best Americano, is the one that you can get in the little cafes and Whole Foods, the Alegria Alegria maybe it's called. I can't recall, but that consistently tastes the best. And when I get it there, I like to top it with a little bit of cinnamon to sweeten it, and that's it. I like my coffee black. I don't put anything in it at all. I don't like any kind of milk in my coffee. I don't like lattes. Socially, I could drink that, but for daily function, I just need black coffee. Oh, and some of you guys were asking about my pineapple necklace and earring set. I got this at a little shop called Raspberry Rose, but I don't actually know the brand of it, to be honest with you. Oh, and as another update, I'm really enjoying this copper coconut candle that I got for free from Bath & Body Works. The scent is really nice, and this jar is actually pretty. I wonder if I can take the label off and reuse the jar. I'm all about that. But yeah, apparently the power went out transiently sometime in the night, so all of my clocks are wrong, and it's been throwing my consistency game off. But I had a series of administrative tasks to do this morning that were met with a series of error messages, and I just felt like my productivity was like hitting a wall. Every time I tried to move forward, I encountered another error. So it's like, finally it went through to fruition, but I hate it when there's some minor barrier that's keeping you from moving forward. But you know what? You just have to grin and bear it sometimes. It's just been on low, and it lets a little steam out, and you can see that the espresso is percolated. And so I boiled some water, and basically I just pour all the espresso in, and I just fill it with boiling water. but if you like iced coffees and iced espressos and iced coffee drinks, it's you can let that shot cool and use it that way in your iced coffees. You can freeze you can freeze them in ice cube trays and make, you know, iced coffees that way that stay concentrated. I think it's really delightful. Oh, but update, I just transferred my steel cut oats to this container, and it's like, the thing I love about steel cut oats is they kind of look like, you know, brown rice, and so I use them in sweet and savory things all the time, so that's like a ton, but it's basically 4 servings. Well, hey guys, I have been working all day, and I also made some veggie burger patties with that spinach. It just came out of the oven, and they look and smell delicious, guys. Check these out. Get your jelly filter on right now. Get the jelly filter on now. Totally vegan. They're made with red beans and that spinach and some of the oatmeal. Yeah. So vegan eating is like the cheapest and easiest thing in the world. So far, so good. Even if you're a non-situational carnivore, or even if you're a straight-up carny, I think you'll like that. I think you'll like it. Oh, congratulations to Joy, who guessed correctly. Yes, Piemotes is in fact the hay itch. You are correct. And so, yeah, the characteristic lesion is sort of a hive-like looking thing with a little teeny tiny pinpoint macule in the center where it kind of gets you. So you got that right quick, you did. I was thinking it would take y'all a little bit longer, and I was thinking of announcing the answer on Friday, but she got it. Oh, but right quick, I wanted to share with you guys a little tip that I discovered in cooking today. So I use my Ninja all the time, right? I use it for smoothies. I use it for like pureeing things, and I just used it in this recipe to puree some stuff with cumin, which is quite pungent, okay? And you can't, I love them, but you can't put these in the dishwasher, and they're rather hazardous to attempt to clean by hand. So how I get rid of that smell is, you know, I'm always squeezing lemons, right, for my lemon water. And so I just keep the lemon peels kind of in a little corner, and I episodically dump them into my garbage disposal to kind of freshen it up with a little baking soda to deodorize it. But I also use them in my Ninja in between uses. I just put a little water in it, and you just give it a zhuzh. Cumin no more. It smells nice. So yeah, I thought I'd share that fun little tip with you guys. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get ready to head to the gym, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Oh yeah, I bet you thought I forgot about my Oracaceas. Oh no, didn't forget these bad boys. Coming in with refreshing peppermint. I came in tonight with my adapalene gel, of course, and you guys are still really jazzed about using this. That's great. And hearkening back to the purge questions, you know, it usually lasts about 3 to 4 weeks, and then things start getting better. That tends to be the case with acne. So yeah, that certainly does happen. Also, some of you guys were asking about dark spots and hydroquinone, and I've mentioned this on vlogs before, but I'll bring it up again. Hydroquinone is what's in like your Ambi-Fade creams and that sort of thing for dark spots on the face. And yes, it is a perfectly safe ingredient. However, it should not be used continuously for more than 16 weeks. In addition to making sure you take a break from it, make sure it's absolutely critical that if you're using it, that you're using it with a daily sunscreen, preferably one that has zinc or titanium dioxide in it. But you know, it's perfectly safe. The thing that is worrisome with prolonged use is something very rare called pseudo-ochronosis, which is basically discoloration of the skin and these kind of deposits in the skin that are like caviar beads, like these little black bumps. It's very unsightly and disfiguring. So that's why you don't want to use it chronically, like all day, every day kind of thing. I have seen a few cases of that, but You know, the issue is because that rare side effect causes the skin to become dark and unsightly. If the individual doesn't know, kind of akin to Neosporin. Someone else asked me, like, what's the deal with Neosporin? And Neosporin commonly causes an allergic contact dermatitis. So it becomes a problem because people assume that they're doing something good by putting the Neosporin on like a cut, for example, that they're doing something preventative. If they put it on a bump or something, then it's going to make it go away. And most things on the skin go away on their own anyway. It's not the Neosporin doing it, but it can cause an allergic contact dermatitis and make the problem worse. People think the contact dermatitis is an infection, so they keep putting more Neosporin on it and making it worse. So that's another example of things gone awry. But yeah, and the third things going awry with over-the-counter harkens to different, and that's if you, you know, someone was saying, I've never really had acne, and all of a sudden I've got this bump on my nose that looks like acne, and the benzoyl peroxide is not really doing anything. If you are trucking along in your life, acne, the last time you had a zit was like prom night, you know, and you were like as petrified as Carrie covered in pig's blood. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Okay, and then one day as an adult, you suddenly get a pimple on your nose and that thing stays there and doesn't go away. You know, that's something to have looked at. You know, if you get things that come up on your face and stay red and don't go away, those are things to bring to the attention of your doctor, okay? That look like acne but don't go away, and you're an adult and you haven't had acne, that's something to have looked at for sure. Don't just keep putting different on it. Clues are, you know, if it itches, if it bleeds, you know, if it's kind of got a tingling sensation. It could be, you know, a variety of things. I'll definitely mention that again as something to look out for. I'm gonna get to snickety snacking on my dinner on these delicious vegan spinach cakes, vegan spinach burgers that I made here. So I'm gonna conclude the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!